Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Jack here with another awesome Wi-Fi battle between me and my friend Serena. She's an admin on my fan page, and she agreed to battle me. So she's really cool. We had a really good battle, and I think I did especially well considering some of these were new Pokemon, especially Weezing. Weezing did an amazing job during this battle that you'll see in a minute, and I'm probably going to use him a lot more often now that I am looking back at these videos. So let's hop right into it, and yeah. Alrighty, so Serena is going to start off with Charizard, and I was expecting this to be her Mega. I'm going to start with Clefairy, and she probably could have taken the battle if Charizard was her Mega this time. So Charizard's going to go for a Fire Blast, and that's going to do a pretty damn good amount of damage to Clefairy considering it's a tank. I'm going to set up Stones, and that's really all Clefairy can really do this battle. So, I'm pretty much just trying to stall out as much as possible, to the point where he can't do Fire Blast anymore. So I'm just going to start doing some Soft Boils, and that's all I really start to spam for these couple of turns. I apologize if it's a bit boring, but it's pretty much just Fire Blast, Soft Boiled, Fire Blast, Soft Boiled, just to the point where Clefairy can get out of battle with good enough health in case I need it later. Clefairy does get burned, but because it has Magic Guard, it isn't affected by it, so I'm happy about that. So, we just keep repeating this pattern over and over, and I'm just slowly building back my HP. And that's really all I'm trying to do. I do go for Moonblast right here because I'm about to switch out, because I just realized this is kind of stupid to do. But even with a crit, it doesn't do anything to Charizard. It does lower its special attack, though, so that's kind of good. It's kind of useless now. I switch out to my DT Rexy Tyrantrum. And let me tell you, this thing is a sweeper. I've actually done a sweep on my channel before. Charizard's going to go for an Air Slash, and I'm pretty much just going to start setting up. It's going to go for a hidden power, so it does outspeed me. And it does an okay amount of damage, not really anything to really sniff at. So I go for the D-Dance, so I'm pretty much just going to destroy from now on. So I'm going to go for the Ice Fang. I should have probably gone for the Thunder Fang, but I was expecting Ice Fang to do more than it actually did. He goes for an Air Slash, but it doesn't really matter. It's not like he can flinch me or anything right now. So I'm just going to go for one more Ice Fang, and that's going to be the end of Charizard. Let me tell you, I love this Tyrantrum. I probably should give a couple of these away. I might actually do that during this video. So Serena's going to send an Alakazam, and I absolutely hate this thing. It can have Dazzling Gleam, among other things. So I just switch out Tyrantrum and go for Conkeldurr. Probably not a good move on my part, but considering Conkeldurr really wasn't necessary for this battle, it's okay. Alakazam goes for the Side Shock, and I'm like, okay, Conkeldurr's dead. But I swear to God, luck is on my side because Conkeldurr actually survives, and I go for the OP knockout with that Flame Orb, and Alakazam's going to be out. So thank God that Powerhouse is out. I was really nervous of that. Conkeldurr is going to go down though, but he did what he had to do. So good on you, Conkeldurr. You're awesome. So now Serena's going to send a Kingscon, and I'm like, okay, that's going to be the Mega. And I expect to just be completely swept by this. So I send out Broken Clock because I didn't know she's going to send Kingscon. And unfortunately, she is going to start going for some Focus Blast. And with that double Focus Blast going on, that is not something to, to just kind of shove away. So Broken Clock's not really going to last too long. I kind of wish he did. It would have been awesome to do his combo of the Shift Gear Grind substitute combo. So she crits me and then gets a double hit, so yeah, poor Broken Clock is out. That's a shame. He's a really good Pokemon when he's not getting destroyed by OP Pokemon. So I send out Clefairy, and I'm like, alright, well, the only thing I can really do is Soft Boiled, and I expect Clefairy to be dead anyway. Thank God she goes for the Sucker Punch, so I'm just going to set up the Soft Boil, and I'll be good to go. She's going to go for the Earthquake, but that's really not going to do much at all to Clefairy, and I can always do another Soft Boil. I think I had like 24 of those saved up, so I was okay. Even with the double hit, it doesn't do any damage to Clefairy, really. So Clefairy is good to go from now on, so I don't really have to worry too much about it. And she's going to actually end up withdrawing the Kangaskhan, so that's actually kind of surprising. And she sends out Mawile, so I'm like, oh crap, well, she's going to go for like some sort of OP Iron Head, so I better switch out here. And I'm actually kind of surprised at what she does. So I go for the Calm Mind because I didn't realize she was going to switch out. So that's going to be kind of useless, unfortunately. I could have probably done some decent damage if I stacked a couple of those up. And I end up just bringing back Clefairy, and I'm saying, screw it. And I send out Wheezing. Now, Wheezing is an absolute tank, let me tell you. So, he really brought this battle to a win this time. I usually don't say what the outcome is, but I gotta tell you, Wheezing really brought it through. So, Malwell's gonna do absolutely no damage to me. And, Wheezing usually does carry Flamethrower and Will-O-Wisp, but it was kind of scary. Now she brings out Golurk, and Golurk is completely fighting, punching Pokemon. So I'm just like, screw it, let me screw over your stupid, huge power punching move. So I just go for the Will-O-Wisp. So Golurk is pretty much just worthless now. But she's going to still try to attack me a bit. I go for the Dark Pulse, and I was expecting that to kill Golurk, but Golurk can be pretty chunky if you train him correctly. Unfortunately, Golurk did end up having a berry, but it's really not going to help him too much. She goes for the Drain Punch, and it's not going to do a damn thing to Wheezing, especially with that burn going on, so I'm pretty happy about that. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to go for another Dark Pulse. It's not going to be able to kill it. Yeah, I do go for the Dark Pulse. It's not going to be enough to kill Golurk, but it does a decent amount of damage, and that burn's going to kill him anyway. She goes for the Fire Punch, and once again, it only does like 10 damage to me because of that burn, and because of the fact Wheezing is a poison type. So Golurk's not really going to last much longer. I just end up going for another Dark Pulse just to get rid of the damn Golurk, because I do not want that thing on the field. And, so yeah. At this point, it's looking like it's in my favor. Especially because Wheezing is just an absolute tank right now. So she goes for the Infern Rape. Oh, I just noticed that, actually. And this thing can be very dangerous if it sets up swords and then goes for a close combat. So she does set up swords, and I'm like, oh crap, well, this thing's probably going to kill me. I go for a Sludge Bomb just to do some sort of damage, and I actually do a pretty decent amount. And I get the hacks. Hacks have been happening a lot to me this week, so I'm very surprised about that. So thankfully, that Infern Rape, whatever, is really not going to do much. It does go for the Blaze Blitz, but that's still not going to be enough to kill Wheezing, especially because he has full HP. And he does survive, and Infern Rape's really not looking too good. I just go for another Sludge Bomb just to finish it off. And yeah, so she's really not down to that many Pokemon. I think she has like Kangaskhan and one other Pokemon I can't quite recall at this second. No, well actually she just sends out Kangaskhan. And at this point I can just do whatever. It really doesn't matter. I think I go for... Well, she goes for the low kick thinking that's really going to kill me. And it literally only does 6 damage. So, yeah, didn't do much at all. I just go for the Will-O-Wisp because I just wanted to screw over Kangaskhan because that's a full physical attacker. So Kangaskhan is completely worthless now. And Wheezing is still kicking back, doing what he does best, which is sweep and tank. So she's going to take Kangaskhan back because that thing's completely worthless now, and send out her Mawile. And I'm a little nervous with this thing, but if I can get another Will-O-Wisp off or Flamethrower, I should be alright. And I think at this point she started getting a little bit desperate. I just go for the Flamethrower, and that does a pretty massive amount of damage. And I forget what she does here. What does she do? Oh, that's right. I outspeed her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I go for the Flamethrower. So Mawile's out, and she's completely down to her Kangaskhan, and that thing is just completely defenseless, especially because of the Will-O-Wisp going on. So Wheezing can pretty much do whatever the hell he feels like doing. If I'm not mistaken, I think I go for... I want to say Flamethrower, but it could be Sludge Bomb. I'm not too sure. So she goes for the Focus Blast but misses, and I just am going to go for a Flamethrower. I think I just spam a couple Flamethrowers from here on, and that's pretty much the battle. So Wheezing, can't quite recall how many Pokemon he took out. I know he took out at least 3, so he did a hell of a lot of damage. Kangaskhan's going to go for the Focus Blast, but I don't think that's even going to be enough to take out Wheezing. Nope, not at all. Even with a crit. So Wheezing really did some work. He's going to go for the Flamethrower, and that's going to be just enough to take out Kangaskhan because of that burn. So that's pretty much going to be game there. And I must say, definitely a great battle on my part. It probably could have been a sweep if I didn't send out Conkeldurp. But yeah, definitely awesome battle. Wheezing did amazing. So did Clefairy. And I kind of wish I used my Superior in this battle and my my Klinklang, because they really could have been good if I set them up correctly. But nonetheless, I did win, and I had a lot of fun. So guys, let me know. what is your tankiest Pokemon? What Pokemon do you rely on to keep you in the battle? Mine would either have to be Weezing or Garbodor, actually. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you later. Peace.